Personally, this project was a huge thing for me because both of my parents came from Iran. My father, he came here in pursuit of theater. It was amazing for me to learn his story.
My whole family is from Hungary. My father moved here first and he wanted to get away from communism that was back in Hungary.
I come from an immigrant family. My mom and my dad were both, well, my mom's from El Salvador, my dad's from the Dominican Republic.
Immigration is such a hot topic issue, and I wanted students to be able to explore it, for them to look at the people who live here and tell their stories, where they came from, why they came here, and the students decided to really celebrate those stories through the exhibit.
Montgomery County is a very diverse place, but within everyone that lives, there's a story behind why they came. It's like everyone has a reason to be here.
I interviewed 3 different people from all different places, so one from Europe, one from South America, one from Africa. Just completely different stories, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, and that differentiates.
Every word in this exhibit is done by them. Every design choice is done by them. And they had to present those ideas to the curator at the museum.
They really had taken a lot of time to research their ideas, but they also looked at what a museum does, how those exhibits look, how people move through that space, the graphics, the font sizes, just all the things that a curator thinks about. So it was really very professional.
When you first enter the exhibit, you're going to see lights and flags streaming from the ceiling. On each flag, there's a quote from someone who came from that country or county and describing why they moved to Montgomery County. On the walls are collages of different people's stories with quotes and their history of why they came here. One of the best parts about the exhibit is each room has an interactive component that the students have designed.
So there is a world map where you can pin a little butterfly from where you're from. There is a LED light exhibit about the whole world where there's pathways coming into Maryland.
The meaning of the butterfly is basically like a symbol for immigration, and we're trying to draw a connection. The migration of butterflies, this is something that everyone's so fascinated by, it's so beautiful. Then there's immigration, where people are kind of against it. They see that people coming into our country is like an invasion. So what we're trying to do here is, like, as I said, like connect them and make people see the migration of butterflies the same way that immigration of humans should be seen.
Beyond just what you see here in the museum, they've also developed a website. And so that in that way they can tell the stories in more depth and reach more people, and that will live beyond the life of the exhibition.
1 in 3 of the people in Montgomery County were born in another country. You know, you've got a ton of people from Asia and Eastern Europe and Africa and Central and South America, so we've got a great mix here in the county.
I think my students, my AP Language and Composition, were really surprised by what they put together. Because 3 different classes worked on this, 3 different pieces were being built in my classroom, and they really liked to see what the other classes were doing and were inspired by each other and kept expanding on what each class did, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and more exciting.
That is right in line with our mission, to tell the stories of the people who live in our community. They've delivered exactly what we're looking for and what we've needed, so we're very happy about it.
Many people will get the opportunity to learn about how people in Rockville High School are coming from diverse backgrounds and how we each came together to be, and how their life story was and how it affects their own children, which is us, this generation.
So when I see how many other people have immigrant families, it makes me feel like, you know, more connected with all my classmates.
I hope the students take away humanity from this story, from this project. I hope that they see the humanity in each other, and that they see that everyone has a different story, but we all have some of the same values. They found in each interview that they did that people were searching for better lives for their families.
I think we got to help explain just why immigration is so close to them and so important to them, and why it should be. Everyone knows someone or is someone from another place.